now that they in my life. You know me, my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Let's go. Great.
59. Too low.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Here we go.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. They run right side with Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He's cracked. Hold on. He's checking crack.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt.
Got you, boy.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go now. Now we'll keep the line. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Check 31, check 31. Switch.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ready? 50, Mike, 50. Crunch time, defense.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59.
From the 38, Wentz. Got an open man, it's Ratley. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Damian Ratley His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles. Justin.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they had no shot at the playoffs? That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll lift a throw here. Got his target, Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards that time for number 19.
First down, Falcons.
On first down, Hunt. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Waiting.
Check, 59.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's got his man on the comebacker. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Mike.
Go. 120.
Coming to you.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You.
Wentz now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep him with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 25 on second down, Wentz gets us out to Saquon Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Falcons 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get this ball back.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz going to throw deep for the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, That type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Duke Riley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 180.
Check 59. Hey, watch the slant.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On first down, Purvis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw here, and that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
There you go.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
45-yard line.
280.
Oh, here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Baker. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return here gets us with all the way down to the 26-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 26-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180.
Go, go, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll set up to throw. Taking a shot, and that's caught inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Atlanta.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 14. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 20. And the Falcons first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run with Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Purvis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Let's get it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bandit.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Go. 180.
52's to mine. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle there by George Odom.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Ratley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop the throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wentz to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Hey, Rip 5-2, come here.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Got an open man, it's Rattler. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Eagles 49.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, their playoff chance